everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make apple butter in the crock pot. We're going to start off with 6 pounds of apples. We are going to peel them, core them, and slice them. This medley of apples that I have are Honeycrisp, Envy, and Pink Lady. I have no rhyme or reason for picking these apples. These are just the apples that I happen to already have on hand, and I added, some different ones because they were on sale. Sometimes that's just the way you have to do it. All right, and you're going to need 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup light brown sugar, lightly packed, 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of freshly ground nutmeg, which I have a nutmeg in there, and some salt, and some vanilla extract that we'll use at the end. All right, actually, the recipe that I have calls for cloves. I do not like cloves due to a childhood mishap. So I'm going to use mace, just a little bit. And I'm going to need a cup. And I have my measuring spoons. I have a bowl to put my sliced apples in. I have some water. And I'm going to add lemon juice to the water so the apples do not turn brown before their time. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, right now I'm going to put some water in a bowl and then put the lemon juice in. So there goes. Just fill it up to where about halfway in a big bowl. You can always add more. And then I'm going to put some lemon juice in it so the apples do not turn brown. Just squirt it in there. You don't want too much because you don't want to flavor the apples, but they're not going to sit in the water that long, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Now the apples are ready to be peeled, cored, and sliced. Okay, so I'm going to peel the apples. No need to wash them first because you're just going to peel them off, all the skin off. Okay, so I'm going to do this off camera because watching me peel apples is probably like watching paint dry. So I'm going to continue on. I'm going to do the small apples first because they take the longest, and then I'll get to the other apples. I'll come back when I'm ready to show you the next step. Just a few more apples to go. Okay, so I'm going to slice the apples. I'm going to show you how to do it. Slice the apples, turn it, slice the apple. There's the core. Toss the core. Slice the apples. Always keeping this part of the knife down on the cutting board and slice. Lift your knife up. Tuck your fingers in. Ta-da! And there you have it. Take your board scraper. I have another bowl because my first bowl got filled. 6 pounds of apples is a lot of apples. So I'm going to continue on, and I'll come right back when I show you the next step.
One eternity later.
Okay, so we're ready for the next step. The next step is the dry ingredients. And the dry ingredients are okay. We have 1 cup of granulated sugar. So let's get out the sugar. Do 1 cup. One cup. Woo! There we go. 1 cup and a smidge. Whoop. Wouldn't be my video if I didn't bang the thingamajig. Sugar. You like my little brown sugar tie? Woo! 1 cup of brown sugar, lightly packed. Just gonna get in there. Get in there. Lightly packed. Brown sugar. That's about a cup. Lightly packed. Okay. Rinse my hand off. My sugar away. This thing is so cute. I think we got these at the dollar store. Where'd we get these? You just put it in there and pull. Super cute. All right. Fork. All right. Now we are going to do 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Get my little thing out. 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Of course, I hit the thing again. Ground cinnamon. 1/2 teaspoon of freshly ground nutmeg. So take the nutmeg. Half a teaspoon. Go like that. Whatever's inside, pour it in. Turn nutmeg back in. Voila. Okay. 1/4 teaspoon. I'm going to use mace. Recipe calls for cloves, and I will not use cloves due to a childhood trauma. We'll get into that story at another time. Put a teaspoon of salt. Put a teaspoon of salt. Okay. And then the vanilla we're going to add, remember, after the 10 hours, at the 2-hour mark, we're going to add the vanilla. So we're going to mix everything up, and I'll be right back. Okay, our dry mixture is all mixed and ready to go. So our next step is to put the apples in the crock pot. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to drain the water and put the apples in the crock pot. Okay, we're going to drain the apples. We're going to add the apples to the crock pot. It looks like it's going to be a lot. Let me do this in sections. So we're going to take the dry mixture, or let's just do half. And we're going to mix it. And it smells amazing. And it only took me exactly 30 minutes to peel and core and slice 6 pounds of apple. Not bad. I'm going to pour the rest of the apple in. Okay. Ooh, girl. Girl, that's a lot of apple. Pour the last of the mixture in. Stir it up. Try not to lose everything in the process. Okay, it'll cook down, so that's why I'm not too worried about it. It's like apples are like spinach. You can put in 6 pounds and then only come out with like a tablespoon of apples. Just like spinach. Okay. Now I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to add the lid. Lock it. Plug it in. Now I have the vanilla sitting over here because we're going to add it after the 10-hour mark. So, the apples. So we're going to put it on low for 10 hours. And then we'll check it after 10 hours.
The next day.
Okay, good morning. It is the next day. And this has been cooking in the crock pot for 12 hours. I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning to take the lid off and let it cook for 2 more hours on low. And then I got up at 5 o'clock to put the lid back on, um, so I can sleep a little bit more. And now I'm ready to do the last little bit. I'm going to put the vanilla in. Okay, I'm going to put the tablespoon of vanilla in now. Stir it around. You see how dark it got? It's the perfect color it's supposed to. Now take your immersion blender. If you have one, if you don't have one, you can put it in a regular blender. But I like my emulsion blender because that's what the recipe calls for. Okay, I'm going to do this until smooth. There, I blended it until smooth. And that's the consistency that you want. If you want it a little thicker, you can put it in a little pot and reduce it a little. Or if this is the consistency you like, then there, you're done. Let me taste it. Let me get a spoon. Taste this a little bit here. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. Oh, can't double dip. Oh my gosh. Ooh, girl. That is good. All right. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and I hope you make it for the holiday season or anytime. Thank you for watching. Happy holidays.